Good afternoon and welcome back to the Beast. Our players have one final chance to attack this course before we head to the Lake Waco for Championship Sunday. It's moving day at Prodigy Presents the Waco Annual Charity Open. Out in front, our leader, Kyle Klein, trying to defend his title from 2023. Roll.
Second on the
Right
tee,
next to the
representing
pin
out of
for
a
Burr.
champion
Just outside of the
disc. Put your
bullseye.
hands together for.
This looks perfect from Barsby.
Luke Humphreys right up the middle. Park job.
One way or another. Let's see if Antela can make the adjustment.
And that spikes down just behind the pin. Great drive there for Nicholas Antela.
I kind of noticed just how it had just a little bit more angle on the hyzer. Sexton going with the super aggressive flippy flex sidearm and nails it.
You couldn't throw it better. Mason Ford with his second on hole 4. Gets the good skip, checks up right next to the pin. Tap in birdie coming for Mason. And Sexton dead on with the basket.
Yep, that's probably just his dart that he just knows what it's going to do. His caddy liked it.
Brad Hammock on the bag. World champ as Gannon Burr buries it. Starts off 4 for 5. For this to finish left, get a little skip right next to the pin.
Yeah, the shot Luke threw right there is really picture perfect. Just a little bit of turn on it.
I'll buy that for $1. Here's Klein.
There you go, Kyle. Looking good. Check.
Sexton, T of 6. This one sets up so well for him.
Oh!
And almost dunks it in. Burr doesn't make it all the way out of the gap. Humphreys. That'll be just fine. It'll be obstructed. He'll probably have a straddle around a tree or two, but short range though, nonetheless.
I just think this stump that's popping up right in front of him is probably the biggest thing that's the bother. It's not going to affect the swing. It's more of a visual obstruction.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, really nice putt. So we saw Dickerson, who was 11 under coming into this hole, struggle. This is Radalin, who's 10 down, and perfect.
Yeah, just so many guys on fire taking advantage of these relatively calm conditions. Humphreys working the forehand up the hill. This is going to be the backside of the circle. Textbook. Takes a moment, recollects.
Wow, making up for it, Cole Radalin. Incredible.
To not walk away with a birdie would have been disappointing, so nice work by Cole.
So good.
Mason's nice and smooth, right next to the pole. We heard from Klein in the press conference a few days ago. He said, I need to get off to hotter starts. That's not what he's doing here today as we're watching Chris Dickerson.
Go in. Go. Oh,
Wow, he just spikes it right next to the basket. That's Dickerson taking advantage of the tailwind.
Chris Dickerson trying to close out his round. And what a bounce back. The one bogey he had was on 17. Comes back and gets 18. Finishes at 11 under. Currently tied for the hot round along with Cole Radalin, who just has hole 18 to play.
But you gotta, I mean, Dickerson started the day outside the cut. Has come up 41 places.
And Burr, doesn't matter that he's kicked down to the bottom of the hill. Stretched out, still collects the birdie. Radalin, who's sitting at 21 under along with Dickerson. No doubt about him going after this one.
Oh yeah, you could probably throw a mid. His power. Tailwind, nice shot.
Sexton trying to add another one to the scorecard for 5 in a row, and he does it. So Sexton starts out 7 for 8, now in a tie for the lead.
Burr.
For that one.
All right, skipped up the hill there.
Here's Radalin. And it dances right side and falls in. Hot round goes to Cole Radalin. Nicely done by Gannon. Birdieing 8 of the front 9, and with that became your solo leader at 24 under.
Yeah, that's scary.
Klein for birdie to get to 22 under. Drains it. What a moment for Kyle Klein. Mason doing some work. He's got 7 birdies in the first 9 holes, including the last 6 in a row.
And that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect.
Mason's at 22 under.
Nice, very nice.
Won't have to rely on the putter there. All but a tap in for Klein.
And here's that tee shot of Ford. Wow, this is absolutely perfect. Just playing catch with your friend here.
And we have Ben Wolf on the tee of 17. Can he duplicate the effort we saw from Jared Stoll? We know he's got the power for it. Oh, and he also clears it. Our powered by Naqua moment. Ben Wolf up and over on 17. Burr for a chance at taking the solo lead, and he buries it. The uphill putt on hole 11, and Gannon goes to 9 under. Does Klein have one from long range? He needs it for the birdie on 10. And he does. Klein cashes it in from long range. Antala trying to break his 3-hole par streak, and that's going to do it.
Wow, great ground play. He was actually cut rolling off that hillside, hit another big root, and kicked him up by the basket.
And Joel will be happy with that. There's an additional parking lot over there that continues to fill up with the spectators. Big Germ going big on 18.
That's got to sit down. That wind's got this thing. Oh!
Is that off the pole, Kuzi?
Whoa! Did it stay in bounds?
Big Germ has a birdie look to close out on 18. Solid round by Big Germ.
Tree in the middle of the fairway that's lit up on the left side. If Kyle can just miss that on the left, turning over, that's what he's trying to do here. Did that.
Yeah, exactly as you drew it up. And Kyle Klein on the dance floor. What a beautiful shot. And Luke answers as well, just outside of the circle, but a beautiful shot.
To not be able to get up and down from that fairway position is incredibly disappointing for Nicholas.
As that was tracking to the pin, we thought it was going to ring it up. Good shot by Mason. The jumper that Luke knew halfway there.
There's a confidence boost for Luke Humphreys, who had parred 4 holes in a row but picks up a super difficult birdie. Probably got going around 5:30. They did start their holes that they had to finish up their second round at 7:30 a.m. this morning.
Humphreys off the front. You know who didn't have a problem with this hole earlier today? Scott Stokely.
Taking the ace here. I spectated Scott Stokely in the very first tournament I ever watched back in 1992. World famous Scott Stokely. Oh!
That would go in for the ace. Nice work by Scott. Congrats.
That was so cool. Oh.
Walks away with a double bogey. Sexton trying to go out and around as well.
Yeah, it's the only way to play this hole, actually. And Sexton has perfect weight in 6th place, 1 shot behind the leaders. You don't hear that often.
Not at all, as Antala will keep all pressure off his putter. That's going to be a tap in.
Yeah, and he's made the adjustment. The last 2 sidearms.
Casey White looking to drop a dime here.
Can somebody finally put it close?
Casey White says, I'll be that guy. One of them being Luke Humphreys. And Luke's going to have a tap in. He'll move to 27.
This stance from Burr. Wow. Able to trust it and still get a good shot off.
Burr well inside the circle. Not an enthusiastic group as they move on to 17, where things only get tougher. Barsby going big.
I like the swing on it here. Should be about 30 right.
Or less than.
Oh, nice roll. What
Yeah.
a late roll there from Barsby.
Worked out perfectly for him. Barsby, a birdie look on 18. And he gets his drive to pay off.
4 for 4 to finish.
No one else has done that. Gannon, as we said, the 11 under. Mason tapping in for his 11 under. Impressive card there today. Those guys doing work. Solid. Good to see the focus, have them regroup, come back.
Let's see. Gannon Burr, huh? Tie ball game. Boy, I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, we just heard it right there. Luke Humphreys calling out Gannon Burr. I mean, to be fair, yes, Gannon's tied with him. There's a whole slew of guys that are very close, very hungry, including Kyle Klein. Kyle might be on a chase card, but we've already talked about he knows how to win from there. There's a lot of other hungry guys out there. Greg Barsby, Nate Sexton, along with Mason Ford, putting up quite the score today. So impressive.
Well, if you're Luke Humphreys, I like the confidence, but be careful what you wish for. That's a scary proposition when it comes to Gannon. Yeah, look, Waco always gives us a crazy finish, and it's usually here at 18 on the Beast, but I think Lake Waco has the potential to bring us a crazy story as well. Hey everybody, Nate Doss here, and thank you so much for watching. For more awesome videos just like this, click subscribe, hit that bell icon, and never miss a new video. And for live disc golf, come join us on the Disc Golf Network. We'll see you in the fairways.